All right, let's jump right in. We've spent a lot of time talking about the foundations of a smart factory. The machines, the systems, all the execution. But today we're taking it a level up. We're going to go on a journey from the raw data happening on the factory floor all the way up to real intelligence and prediction. So, here's our game plan for today. Think of it like we're climbing the ladder of intelligence. We'll start at the bottom with our data source, then we'll move up through insight, make that big leap into prediction, and finally, we'll close the whole loop. Okay, so let's start right where the action is, with the system that sits on the factory floor, the Manufacturing Execution System, or MES. This is our foundation. It's where everything starts. I really love this quote because it completely reframes how we should think about these systems. Their job isn't just to get work orders done. Nope. That's actually just the very first step of something much, much bigger. See, while an MES's main job is to be an execution engine, making sure the right thing happens at the right time, it's got this incredibly powerful side hustle. It is the factory's #1 data generator. Every single action, every event, every result gets captured, creating this amazing stream of structured, meaningful information. So what kind of data are we talking about here? Well, it's basically everything that matters on the floor. Cycle times, quality checks, defects, machine performance, you name it. And here's the crucial part. All of this data is tied directly to a specific operation, which gives it incredible context. It's not just data, it's rich, meaningful data. Okay, so that brings up a really good question. If the data from the MES is so valuable, why can't we just leave it there? Why do we need to move it beyond the factory floor? And this slide right here lays it out perfectly. An MES is built for the here and now. It's all about real-time execution. Data platforms, though, they're built for the long game. They can handle a massive amount of history. They let you compare factories all over the globe, and they're the launchpad for any kind of prediction. They're just two different tools for two very different jobs. The best way to think about a data platform is as the factory's industrial memory. Seriously, it's the place where millions and millions of cycles, sensor readings, and quality results are stored, not for a week, but for years. It creates this incredible historical record of everything that's ever happened. So we have the data, and we have the factory's memory. Now let's see how this all starts to stack up. It's time to turn all that raw history into actual understanding. It's time to make the invisible visible. Once you get all that data into one place, analytics tools can really get to work. And all of a sudden, you start seeing things. Trends you never noticed, connections between seemingly random events, and these slow process drifts that were totally invisible day to day. This is how you move from arguments based on opinions to making real decisions based on cold, hard evidence. And this is where the cloud comes into play. And look, this isn't about hype. It's just about being practical. The cloud is what lets you pull in data from factories all over the world, share insights instantly, and scale up your analytics without hitting a wall. It's what turns factory data from a local file into a truly global, enterprise-wide asset. Okay, now for what I think is the most exciting step in this whole journey. We've gone from data to insight. But if analytics is all about understanding the past, what happened and why it happened, this next part is about using that past to see into the future. And that is the world of AI and machine learning. Think about these signals for a second. These are the kinds of subtle things that even the most skilled human operator would probably miss. A tiny drift in torque over thousands of cycles, a slow degradation in machine speed. It's almost invisible to us. But for an AI model that's analyzing millions of data points, these are clear as day. They're undeniable patterns. So the AI sees these faint signals, right? These patterns hidden in all the noise. And what does it do with them? Well, it converts these signals into this, right here, the two holy grails of modern manufacturing. The power to know a machine is going to fail before it actually breaks down, and to predict a quality problem before you make a bunch of scrap. This is a total game changer. It's the shift from constantly fighting fires to actually preventing them. But hold on, the journey doesn't just stop with a cool prediction. For a factory to be truly intelligent, that amazing insight has to be turned back into action, right there on the factory floor. We've got to close the loop. And here's what that loop looks like in action. The EMS captures data. It flows up to the platform to be stored and analyzed. The AI predicts what's next, and then, and this is the most important part, the insight flows back down. Operations react, and the EMS can even be programmed to enforce new rules based on what the AI learned. It's this continuous cycle of getting smarter and smarter. Now, it's really important we do a little reality check on what AI's role is in all this. It's not a magic wand that's going to fix a broken process. And it is absolutely not here to replace skilled engineers. A better way to think of it is as an expert assistant. It's a tool that highlights risk and speeds up investigations, which empowers your team to make better, faster decisions. So if you take away one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this: data value chain. It's simple, really. The MES generates the data. Data platforms give it a memory, analytics gives it visibility, the cloud gives it scale, and finally, AI transforms that visibility into the incredible power of prediction. Which leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Pretty much every modern factory generates data, loads of it. The real question is, what is that data actually doing? Is it just sitting in a server somewhere? Or is it on a journey to becoming truly intelligent?